So, I'm back, and you might have not expected that considering yesterday I skipped, but I am. I'm back with ambition. I want to make this series more concise. I'm going to break these videos into 3 parts. First part, where I am emotionally and mentally in life. Second part, where I am with my goals, what I'm trying to do with my goals. And third and lastly, any advice that I have so far that I want to sort of share. The part's going to probably be a little bit smaller considering, we're all learning. I can't give any advice that I'm fully confident in outside of stuff that is proven and track records from my life to work. But let's get started. So, emotionally, I think you can tell I got a little bit of stubble going on. I'm not doing the best. Personal relationship wise, I've got my friends, they're close to me, they've been helping me. They're always there for me. Great stuff. Those types of connections, good to have. If you have a good friend that'll be there for you when you're upset, if you have a friend that's going to reach out to talk to you, right? If you have a friend that's you tell them how you're doing and they actually care and they're checking in on you, please keep that friend. Those connections are valuable. They're more valuable than any connection that you're going to have in a networking space, any sort of connection that you're going to have. Maybe not monetary wise, right? You could be rich and not have a single friend like this. Mental health is mental wealth, right? And I know that sounds cheesy, but please keep those friends in your life. Those people will take you places. And that kind of segues into my next point. So confidence is really lacking for me, and it's affected my relationship with my and I'm gonna keep this personal. I don't want to my girlfriend. It's kind of been clashes over the amount of energy that I'm giving, the amount of confidence that I'm holding, the amount of ability to hold a conversation for more than a couple minutes before getting mentally exhausted and just kind of sitting there and just letting her talk. And so I think that having sort of friends like that to talk to is a huge confidence booster, as well as you can kind of give yourself an idea of how you're supposed to socialize with people. One of the best advices that I've seen, because I've been watching videos where people are trying to talk about how do you increase your confidence, how do you become a better communicator, and some of the best advice that I've seen relates to talking to people as if you have belonging, talking to people as if you are supposed to be there, talking to people as if you're already friends with them. And if you want to take it from that perspective and you don't fully know how to do it, I would say look at it as if you're in a friend group and this person is trying to join it and you want them to join it. Try to give olive branches to them. Try to tell them about what you're interested in. Try to just scan through and see if they're sort of the type of person that you're able to hold a conversation with. And if you can even hold a conversation with them for a couple minutes, then that is a person that you can work with, and having that skill of being able to hold those conversations is very valuable. Okay, second part, because I've gotten to almost 5 minutes. I hadn't told you about where I am with my goals and how I'm doing. So this came in. I have them out in the background. A little bit of I don't know if you can see. It's just pretty standard stuff. Just a little bit of This came in, and this is a diploma from my electrician pre-apprenticeship program that I did most recently. I'm 21 years old, and I had just finished this electrician pre-apprenticeship program, and it won't necessarily put me right into an apprenticeship, but it will give me a huge help on my resume. And knowledge-wise, when I go to do an interview with any sort of company, like whether it's IBEW local or it's whatever the company is. When I go to do that interview and I'm talking to them, I have knowledge that I learned from this program that I can share that'll put my foot in the door with them. That'll like prove to them that like I'm eager and actually know about being an electrician enough to where I'm a worthy hire. If I didn't do this program, I wouldn't have had that. If I didn't do this program, and this program is like they're in their second I think they're in their first or second year of actually trying this program, right? So it's a little bit of like maybe I should have tried a more established program, but it worked out for me because this will give me the very possible they are approved by the government to like very possibly give you up to 500 hours in your apprenticeship if like the manager agrees that you know enough or that you've proved that you know enough for it, it could be anywhere between 0 to 500. If they think you know enough but you're not like fully like a 500 hour like apprentice, they'll give you a couple hundred hours towards your apprenticeship. Either which way, if they don't even give me any hours, this diploma looks great on my resume, and I hope that will take me to my end goal of being an electrician apprentice before the end of 2026. And so that's where I am with my goals. That's my biggest goal right now, is becoming an electrician apprentice. My other goal is, let's go back to the confidence, increasing my long-term confidence, because I'm really good at approaching people, I'm really good at starting conversations, but I'm really bad at keeping my social battery charged, keeping the energy going. So I'm currently going through like a thing where I just watch like at least like a video or two a day, take notes, just see like I'm considering starting to read books about it, but for now I'm just starting off with like just very simple stuff, watching some like YouTube videos, taking notes. And I know that sounds corny how you're watching a YouTube video. Nothing's too corny, okay? Actually, just if you're putting in the effort and you're trying, it's not too corny. I'm gonna put advice related to that at the end of the video. But I think that it's important to just try things, right? And it might work out, it might not. And if it doesn't work out, then like just take that with you throughout life. Like those skills that you did learn. Try to actually like be actionable on what you are thinking is the problem. It's sounds very simple, but it's, I don't know, like people will say they want to do stuff and then like say they want to do something today and then they won't do it. And I know it's just sounds very like straightforward, but you can fall short of your expectations if you don't hold yourself accountable. So anyways, what I'm doing to approach my goals is yesterday I kind of skipped out. I slacked off. I didn't do my my push-ups. I didn't do my ab exercises, and I'm not happy with myself about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a couple planks today on top of my arm workouts, because it's an arm day today. It's upper arm, so it's like shoulders and like lower arm. And so I'm gonna be doing my arm exercises, maybe with a little YouTube or like music playing in the background, and just I'm gonna start it off with like, I'm gonna at least do like 1 or 2 sets of like a 45-second plank, just to like sort of like warm up for tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be my ab and chest day again, and I'm hoping that, you know, like I actually do it tomorrow. I'm very frustrated with myself. Part of the reason why I'm doing this video series, holding myself accountable. But okay, now here's for the third part, and my favorite part of these videos. I know I can't be really totally confident in every advice and every bit of advice that I give, but please bear with me. First bit of advice that I think is very important is to, if you have something that you want to do, don't tell people that you're going to do it. Like if your goal is to, like, this, the only reason why I'm doing this is I'm journaling it for mostly myself, but like say you have, and this is the example that I'm working off here. Say you and your friend want to fix a car, and you're gonna tell your friend, or your friend tells you what about the car is wrong. But these aren't the friends. Sorry, that these aren't the friends. And your friend tells you what's wrong with the car, and you tell him you don't know how to fix it, but you're going to work on it, right? And then he comes back to you a couple days later, and you tell him the same thing. You're going to work on it, right? And then a couple days later, tell them the same thing. You're gonna work on it, and it sounds very like silly. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna do that. But you people, you don't realize it, but you do that. You do. You will say you're gonna do something, and instead of like actually like manifesting the task and actually doing it, you just have confidence that you're gonna come around to it. And what I think a good thing to do is don't express that you're going to try something or that you're going to do it, because maybe your friend knows how to fix the car himself, or maybe your friend wants to learn how to do it himself, right? Don't like set up people's expectations and then just not, like, obviously just not do it. But I mean, don't set up people's expectations unless you've already done it. Like, do the thing before you say that you're doing. Like, if you're going to learn to fix the car, actually start learning before you tell your friend, oh, I'm learning to fix the car. Okay? Basically, just actually take action before you're confident enough to tell people that you're doing what you're doing. And I think that maybe doesn't apply for everything, and take this with a grain of salt, because I'm not, again, confident in every bit of advice I have to say. But just, like, I think that's a pretty solid piece of advice, is actually, like, execute something before you start talking or boasting about how you're going to do it. And I think my other piece of advice would be basically that, like, confidence is very important. Confidence will get you very far in life. Being able to have that social battery, being able to hold conversations with people, not just initially approaching people. That's a very important skill. My third final piece of advice, I actually don't know if I have a third piece of advice for today, so I'm going to leave it off here. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you are watching, I don't expect a lot of people to be watching this, but if you are watching this, thank you. And I wish you the best of luck in every single goal that you're trying to achieve in life.